Quality Management System ISO 9001-2015 clause number 4. 1, 2, 3 we have already discussed, that is related to non-auditable clause. So here I am taking from clause number 4. If we see about this clause number 4, here is this context of organization has this subclauses. These are the subclause. Clause number 4.1, understanding the organization and its context. 4.2, understanding the needs and expectation of interested parties. Clause number 4.3, determining the scope and quality management system. Clause number 4.4, quality management system and its processes. These are the subclause which is defined in context of organization, clause number 4.0. Now, clause number 4.1. First of all, I would like to tell how we understand what is the requirement of the standard and how we know that which document we have to prepare. First of all, when we see the standard, here is mentioned the organization shall determine external and internal issues that are relevant to its purpose and its strategic direction and that affects its ability to achieve the intended results of quality management system. Organization shall determine external and internal issues. Here is the main line. If you are reading any standard, just go through the shall terminology. Shall means we have to maintain evidence, or we have to know about the external and internal issues. Here is somehow one sample example we are taken here. If you are talking about the internal and external issues, internal issues like we can say the culture, knowledge, performance of the organization, and external issues we can mention like the rising the legal, technological, competitive, market, culture, social and economical, environmental benefits, and all these things will covered in external issues. Now, if we see about clause number 4.2, here do we mention due to their effects and potential effects of the organization ability and consistently provide products and service to meet customer and applicable statutory and regulatory requirements, the organization shall determine the interested parties that are relevant to quality management system. B. Requirements of these interested parties are relevant to the quality management system. Here we can see, here is also mention the interested parties. So we in the quality manual we have to define interested parties like the employee, like the internal culture, all these things we have to mention. And requirement of interested parties like employee, they have the requirement for the good wages, good salary, satisfaction level, job profile, all these things we can mention here, the requirements of these interested parties. So 4.2, I am taking just one example of how to understand the standard. Now clause number 4.3, Here, clause number 4.3, determining the scope of quality management system. Here mention, organization shall determine the boundaries and applicability of the quality management system to establish its scope. Here we mention organization shall, again shall. It means we have to define the scope. What scope means? The company is running the multi-location, single location. What is the specific job of the department? What is the requirements? Company is working in marketing, sales also. It's working in servicing sector. It's working in only manufacturing sector. All this will covered in here. Next, just one example we can take. The scope of organization quality management system shall be available and be maintained as documented information. Here I am taking one example. Here if you see, here is saying the organization shall. Here we are saying organization shall determine the boundaries and applicability of the quality management system. Here we have to define it. Now here it is saying this, the documented information means scope which we define. We have to maintain a documented information on the quality manual. Documented information, we have to show the evidence. That's why we can say documented information. Just one or two example we are taking, by which we know what is shall and what is documented information. By this we can understand these are the requirements. Clause number 4.4. Clause number 4.4, quality management system and its process. Its subclause is clause number 4.4.1. The organization shall establish. Again here we can see shall is coming. It means organization shall establish, implement, maintain. Means we have to prepare, we have to implement throughout the plant, and maintain and continually improve the quality management system. Means we have to identify here all the processes, business processes, and to mention in the quality manual, including the process in needed and their interaction. Means we have to make a process flow chart in accordance to the ISO standard. So basically this clause number 4, context of organization, is talking about overall working approach of the organization and its scope. So clause number 4 a little bit we covered here. In later video we will cover it again in the throughout whole requirement of this example. So be waited for the next. Thank you.